Why do you have all these blankets? It's so hot out there. Come on, get the blankets off. Okay, you can have one. See, isn't one blanket better than all these other heavy things you don't need? Okay. Hi. See, it's gonna be extra hot in here now with me. Don't take that the wrong way. It's time to cuddle. We haven't cuddled in a while, so we're gonna cuddle. It's like Elaine on Seinfeld. You're gonna stay the night and we're gonna cuddle. Oh, big squeeze. Give me a big squeeze. How are you doing? How have you been? At least your feet aren't cold, and neither are mine. No, because it's so hot. It is hot out there, isn't it? Well, it's summer. It's almost the solstice, which is my favorite day of the whole year. I guess I'm a druid at heart. I guess I should have been a druid. Maybe I was in a past life. Because I love the long days. I love them. One of these years, when there isn't like a deadly virus all over the planet, I want to go up to like northern Sweden, where it's like midnight sun, where it's where the sun never sets. I think that would be so amazing. But I couldn't live there all the time, because then you got to go with all darkness for the rest of the year, right? You got to winter, the sun never rises. I couldn't handle that. I'd go mental. I would. I would lose my marbles if I was living in a place where it was dark all the time. Yeah. Not that I have very many marbles to begin with. That's the thing. I can't afford to lose any. No. Give me a big hug. How are you doing? This is cozy. I like this. This feels good. I'm tired. Are you? I guess you are. I mean, you're in bed, right? But I'm pretty tired. So, what's new with you? How are you feeling? Yeah, it's a weird time, isn't it? It's like we can sort of see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we're not out yet, and we keep hearing weird things on the news about Delta variants and new things and vaccine issues, and it's enough already, isn't it? I just want life to go back to normal. I'm sure everybody does. But I just figure, we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves right now, because this is deeply weird. This whole thing we've been through, the whole world is dealing with something so weird and so unpleasant in every way, if not outright horrifying, It's horrifying. So, you do what you can. I was watching the Euro 2020 yesterday. Yeah, Euro 2020. Just gonna pretend like they're not gonna call it Euro 21 or anything like that. No, let's just pretend that the whole last year didn't happen. Let's have a do-over. I think it's a great idea. But it was weird seeing only half, maybe a third of the stadium capacity and stuff, and yeah, weird stuff. Weird stuff. But I'm glad people are starting to get back to doing things again. We obviously really need to. But in the meantime, there's naps. So naps are very important. They're very underrated, naps. A lot of us stay up too late because we're trying to sort of steal time for ourselves. That's how it feels to me. I feel like I'm a little kid that won't go to bed because if I can stay up another half hour, then I can sneak some time for me. I can do something I want to do for half an hour. But you end up just robbing yourself of sleep. So, cut out caffeine lately. Oh my God. I had no idea how much caffeine I was actually consuming. I know now. Oh, I know now. Because I'm just like, I've been up for an hour. Yeah, it's about time to hit the sack. But it's obviously way better for me to not have all that caffeine. So I had headaches for a day or two, but it's good. I'm getting used to it. So trying to be all healthy and grown up and stuff. Ugh, I hate being grown up. I hate that part of your brain that says, okay, you really shouldn't eat a whole bag of M&Ms for dinner. And yet you're just like, well, I can if I want to. I'm a grown up. Nobody's going to stop me. Nobody other than diabetes. But I wish you could have some kind of, kid day or something where you're just, I'm going to eat this entire box of cookies and nobody is going to stop me. So, okay, I'll stop yawning. I'm sorry. Maybe that's part of my master plan. Maybe that's what I'm planning all along, is to make you more tired. Do you ever think that? Yeah. I do that sometimes. Yeah, I'm pretty sneaky that way. I'm actually in here to calm you down. Yeah. Very sneaky. So how's your haircut situation? See, I don't cut my hair. I don't need to. I have this mop of curly hair, and it just kind of, I cut my bangs, that's about it. Or my fringe, as I say over here. Because I don't need to. Otherwise, it just kind of grows to this length and just sort of stops there. So, I'm trying to grow it longer, though. But, have you been feeling like you've got COVID haircut? Chopping at it yourself in the mirror. Maybe it's good in one way because we've all stopped caring quite so much about things that don't matter that much, Fashion. Although I had to go out and get a sundress the other day because I'm just so sick of looking at myself. I'm sick of my clothes. I hate them. I feel like they're a prison uniform now, I haven't been able to buy anything new in about a year. And it just feels like, oh, not this again. I hate this shirt. I'm going to burn this shirt. So, but otherwise, I'm enjoying myself. And I'm getting massages lately. I go to this nice place where I get a massage from a very nice lady who really helps work out some tension. So I know how important that is. Here, let me show you what she does. She kind of, grab your shoulder. She sort of just kneads my shoulder like that. Yeah, it almost hurts, almost. But then when you stop, right, it feels really good. And then your muscles feel all loose and your neck kind of crackles a little bit like cereal. It's good though. I get a whole body rub down and soothing music, and yeah, I think human touch is very important. See, if I just run my finger along your arm like that, it feels nice, doesn't it? Why does that feel nice? I don't know. It's just your arm. It's just my finger. But it feels nice. It's a nice thing we have. That we can feel good just from gently touching each other. It's nice. So I'm going to gently touch you. I'm going to start with your eyebrows. Touch one, and then the other, and then down the side of your face, and under your nose. Tickles. Down your neck, and down the middle of your chest, your belly button. Boop. Yeah, that's it. Pull me in closer. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's good. Sometimes I like just lying in bed in the afternoon and just listening to the wind and the trees and the birds. It's such a simple thing, but I try to imagine where the bird is based on just the sound and what kind of bird it is. And it's very peaceful. I got a hammock too, so I actually fell asleep outside the other day for the first time. It was really neat. Just had my sun hat over my head and my book, and I just, before I knew it, I was just dozing and dreaming, and it was really lovely. Feels relaxing. Nice. I'm trying to do a lot of things to relax lately. I'm really letting go of a lot of stuff, like saying no to a lot of things. I think it's really been good for me to kind of say, there's just certain things I just can't do right now. I can't be there for everybody. I can't do certain projects. I can't promise things, because I have to take time for myself. I was, getting a little bit of stomach trouble there. And my doctor said I have to kind of just cut back because I'm too stressed. So that's why I'm doing all this, and it's working. I do feel better, so hopefully you don't have to get sick before you learn how to relax too. And it has to come from inside too. That's something I found. Sometimes I have a glass of Prosecco. I really like Prosecco. It's like a sparkling wine. It's not champagne, but it's like the poor man's champagne. It's nice. It's really light and bubbly. It's nice. But one night I had some before bed, and I hadn't really had much dinner that night, so I was kind of drinking on an empty stomach. And I don't usually drink, so I'm not used to alcohol at all. One glass of this stuff, and I feel like I'm bouncing off the walls, and the room is spinning, and I'm dizzy and I'm laughing at everything. I'm actually kind of funny when I'm tipsy. But, I mean, it certainly made me sleepy. There's no question I was sleepy, but it felt really artificial, like I'm just kind of making myself go to sleep and not really relaxing, So I don't think things like, smoking weed or drinking or whatever it is people do, sleeping pills, whatever it is that they take to help them sleep. I don't think that's really a good idea. I think you can't really fool your brain. Your brain's like, oh, okay, you're just trying to shut me up, all right. Yeah, get me drunk, whatever, I'll go to sleep, but I'm still going to be here in the morning. So I think you have to find ways to relax and that are kind of genuinely from you, Visualize and think of peaceful things, and your favorite places, and things you want, and do things like this that are just peaceful and relaxing, just because it's nice to do. I think something I got caught up in, and maybe you do too, is feeling like the world is going to end if you don't keep doing everything you've been doing. And we feel like the world's on our shoulders, And I still feel that a little bit. I still feel like I couldn't take a month off. I couldn't do that. And I probably could. But I just don't feel like I could. And that's the difference, right? So I think it's important to realize when you're feeling like that, when your day is full of more shoulds than want tos. I think that's time you've got to just relax and get a hammock. Sleep outside. Just do nothing, I do have optional days where I just decide, I don't know what I'm going to do today, but it's optional. But I think I want to start doing, literally do nothing days. Where I don't care what it is, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna lie in bed and read a book or watch something on TV or sit outside or play with my cats, or just everything can wait, Because I think that's kind of how time starts to feel like it's going by really quickly too. If you're always planning ahead, if you're always saying, well, next Wednesday I'm free, so I'll book this thing for next Wednesday, and then you start looking at your calendar and saying, okay, well, I think I could do this on Friday, so you start planning ahead. Before you know it, you're into the next month mentally, And that's how the months and the years go by, and I think it's good once in a while to just say, I'm not doing anything today, I'm not planning anything today. I'm just going to exist today. As hard as that is to do. I like watching the little kids around here because they're on their little scooters or their little bikes or whatever, and they're just whooping it up. They're just having a great time. I think, geez, there's so many things that I would love to just do just because they're fun and I don't do. I don't know why I don't do them. I guess because I'm adulting all the time. But it'd be really fun to just have to just do something just silly. Go somewhere, see something, visit something, buy something silly. I mean, just give yourself that permission, But there's always naps too. So I was trying to think if I'd have an animal story for you this time, and I don't think so. I don't think I'm having an animal story. Although I did meet another horse the other day. It was a lovely little thing, just a little pony. And so I went to the store and got a bag of carrots and came back and offered them to him, and he was very wary. He was like, "What is this? Who are you? And why are you holding out these orange things to me?" But as soon as he tasted them, he was like, okay, this is good. This I want to do. So he would like follow me up and down the fence. I keep giving him carrots. Because he was just standing there. It's a weird thing about Ireland that there's a lot of people who use horses for actual transportation on the roads here. And so in a lot of the housing estates, as they call them, like the housing developments, I guess you call them, it's legal and it's very common to see just a horse, just and like not a horse, like not like a, this is gonna cost more than a car to keep, like not that kind of horse, not a dressage, show jumping horse, but it's a horse, scraggly and like not groomed and poor things really, but it's very common to see them just kind of in these little yards beside these houses. And so I find them once in a while. I remember Buttercup and that was in a different part obviously, but I remember the one that chased me because I made the mistake of feeding it oats, and it was like, okay, you're the oat lady, I'm gonna follow you. So I just run back to my bike, try to escape this oat crazy horse. But at least this one with the carrots was very, very mild-mannered little guy and just appreciated the carrots. So I felt good about that. Yeah, it's weird not having popsicle toes, isn't it? When I put my feet on you, you don't shriek. Yeah, it's because it's hot. It's another reason it's nice to take a nap in the afternoon, because it's too hot to go out and do anything. Be sensible, right? Yeah. Deep breaths. So what do you think, if you could do anything, say tomorrow, I don't know, say, just pick a day, tomorrow, if you could do anything, what would you do? Anything, like, I mean, I don't mean like go to the moon or something. I mean, if it involves Elon Musk, it's not what I'm talking about. I mean, like, if you could just say, wow, I have like a bonus day and I can just do anything I want, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you see? Who would you go with? What would you like to do? I think about that sometimes. What do I really want to do? Well, not just what I'm used to doing, or what I think I should do. Should is a terrible word, isn't it? Let's banish should. Let's get rid of it. It's spelled stupid. It doesn't sound good. Let's get rid of it. It's the first part of shoulder, though. And that's what's weird, right? Because we say the L when it's part of shoulder, but not when it's should. Yes, these are the things that occur to my brain when I'm tired. I would hate to learn English, wouldn't you? Like, as a second language. What a mess this language is. How confusing is it? So what would you do? Do anything? What would you do? I don't know what I would do. I gotta think about it more. But I like just being quiet like this. Just feeling your body next to mine just feels very comforting. It's nice to just fall asleep like this. Even though I can hear your stomach, I think you're probably hungry. That's something else I find really funny, that our stomachs talk to us. Gurgle and squelch and all kinds of stuff. Like as if we don't already know, because we feel hunger pangs, right? So if we don't already know we're hungry, it's got to make noises that other people can hear. You're such a noisy creature, aren't we? We make all kinds of noises. I wonder what my cats think about it. Snoring and burping and farting and... The dignity of being human. So I think I want to go to sleep. Do you? Do you want to just go to sleep? Is that something you want to do? Do nothing? Sleep? Yeah. I agree. That's a good start. That's a very good plan. So, come here. Let's get cozy and just fall asleep until one of us snores, wakes the other one up. Or until my arm falls asleep, because it's under you, kind of. My arm tends to fall asleep easily, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. Do nothing day. I like that. I think I want to start early, or maybe make it like Boxing Week after Christmas. You know, it used to just be Boxing Day. Now it's Boxing Week. What do we do? Do nothing week. Just pretend we're some beach somewhere, just doing nothing. No cares, no worries. Just resting, enjoying the sun and the breeze and the sounds and the smells and the noises. That sounds good to me. I hope you have a good sleep. See, there's a noise. I couldn't go 10 seconds without making a noise. Okay, alright. I'll try to go longer this time.